This is Apodcalypse Now.
Episode 3. Yeah. So neither one of us slept very well last night. This is just fucked up. The news that keeps coming out of New England. It's like,
how are we supposed to sleep if Tom Brady doesn't know what he's doing?
I don't think football will ever be the same. I want to start this podcast by saying, stop hoarding shit, people. Think about it. If you buy all the hand sanitizer and then your neighbor can't get any, it's not going to help you. And doctors are saying the same thing about masks. If your doctors don't have masks, your masks are useless. You realize that.
Yeah. People got to share shit right now.
Just be smart. Just be smart about it. Just think about your neighbors. Yeah, because we all need to be clean. So this is crazy what's going on right now in this world. This is brand new territory for all of us. So I've been in my house for a week. And for you people out there who don't know me, I most definitely, certainly have lost my job for who knows how long.
Yeah, same here.
So anyway, yeah, weird times. And then, man, stop it with the goddamn conspiracies too, people. My God. Like, where were the conspiracies for Zika and swine flu and bird flu and H1N1 and whatever have you? Like, this shit happens in nature. And all of a sudden now, no, it's different. It was made in a lab by a cabal who were in it with Hillary Clinton in that pizza parlor or whatever. If you're a conspiracy theorist, go watch There Will Be Blood. That's all I got to say. There is no conspiracy. What? That movie it tells the tale of who's in power, who has control.
Sure.
Who are the winners?
Or go watch The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. If you want to know who the winners are, it's watch There Will Be Blood. Such a good movie. I own it, actually, because I stole it from, what was that? Didn't Netflix used to send movies to your house and shit, right? That was Netflix. God, was it that long ago?
That was their original platform.
So I kept that one because I liked it. Yeah. They're probably still
We're conserving coffee in the beard bunker these days, so I got a smaller cup. Thought maybe it'd help keep me calm, so I don't sweat all over this microphone again.
Let's see here. What else? Oh, I was also going to say this. If you're looking for information, do not listen to the president. Okay, I heard this joke that was great, which is, not everybody's what is it? God, I got to look the joke up. Okay, just give me a second.
Sure. We have nothing but time here these days, right?
Yeah, like, right. It says
they could just sit here and stare at us indefinitely.
It says the joke is, most things aren't rocket science, but when they are, ask a rocket scientist.
Makes sense.
Don't listen to politicians. And especially like that guy. I mean, that guy is just full of shit.
It'd be really hard to be, one of his yes men right now, standing around him just like,
the strangest looks on their faces like,
yep.
You got to own that. You got to own that shit. Like, yeah, anyway. Listen to local health officials, the CDC. Don't listen to politicians.
You were saying that John Hopkins' website has valuable information on it. It's
of course
accurate.
It does. Yeah, and it has data. Data is useful. Even if it's misleading, or even if it's misleading or if it's wrong, it's still data. Data is useful.
I feel like all of the information is so hard to come by, and when you do find anything, it's changing constantly. Like, I wrote some stuff yesterday for today that's basically already obsolete, and I can't use it anymore. So, I'm just going to go off the cuff with some of it, but it still feels like important to talk about.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and that's an interesting point. Like, yeah, you get like one talking point organized, and then like the news comes on, you're like, and it's gone.
It's gone. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. What is going on out here? Yeah, it's pretty wild. I'm not a conspiracy guy because, and I can be convinced, you could change my mind or at least entertain me with the idea of changing my mind. But this is a global pandemic. So if you're listening to this and you are a conspiracy guy, message me or whatever. Tell me what I'm missing, because I don't believe any of it. I think this shit's been happening on the planet for billions of years, dude. Bacteria and parasites and pathogens are billions of years old. Like, and this happens all the time. So tell me why this time it's different. If you don't believe what you're hearing, if you don't believe that it's a dangerous pathogen or whatever.
We've got our own theories, but I'm those come out on here. So,
My theory is it's a fucking mutated pathogen.
sure.
And it's fucking contagious as fuck, and that's why it's spreading so fast. And like we said before, like the danger is letting it proliferate, let it go unchecked and unchallenged, and then mutate again. And then this would be a completely different conversation. It might not not even be a conversation. We'll die. So you know,
I don't want to die. I can't afford to die.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Can't afford to die. So, shit. What's it like in town, James? Have you gone to town at all?
Yeah. Everyone's filling up extra gas tanks and just
Seriously?
getting ready for whatever.
Wow.
People, it's a mix. It's a mix of people that'll still look you in the eyes, and then people that think that if they wave back at you, they're gonna get sick. It's really weird.
It is
weird. It's hard to read people right now, so I'm just trying to be mellow and not add to the confusion or hysteria and just be a nice guy.
Same here. Yeah, that's yeah. I smile at people when I used to avoid them. Now, that's because I'm so like, don't look at me.
Yeah.
Like I was playing disc golf yesterday at Bonneville, and I like waved and smiled at everyone that walked past me, and I'm like, why am I doing this? I think it's just because we all need that.
I've always been extra sensitive. I'm like, I'll wave at almost anybody. Oops, wrong hand. And they, if they don't wave back at me or they turn their head, or I feel like take it so personally. Like I can go from having like a great day to like 2 people don't wave back, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with the world?
And you wave at someone, they don't wave back.
It's on me.
You wave at someone, they don't wave back, and then you do the, well, fuck you then, punk.
Yeah, pretty much. Or like you're like, hey, ooh, fuck you. It just turns to like,
yeah. Yeah, it is tense, man. It's really weird. This is like you said on the first episode, these are uncharted waters. So like none of us know how to deal with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With the isolation thing, like it feels like to me, like I'm adhering to the recommendations from local officials. And I'm doing it because, well, for one, obviously my wife works in education, but the other thing is I feel like if the numbers are still going up, that maybe we should all just stay home. And it sucks. But
yeah.
as soon as they stall out, then we can start maybe returning back to our normal lives. That's how I look at it. I don't know. I'm not an expert. And apparently nobody is, because nobody has any fucking information, and none of us have lived with this.
What makes sense right now is to just, limit your contact with people, but you still have to have a tribe. Like,
yeah.
We made a decision when this all started, like, I'm not going to go around anybody. My family and his family are the only people we're really coming in contact with right now.
Right, and so. I'm that guy, like, I carry a bottle of Purell with me. I every single fucking thing I touch out in the world, like, I've got gas at Bonneville, Purell before I get in the car, all fucking day, if I'm out of my house, which I'm not. I've only left the house, I think, twice in the last week, because we, got... we got our supplies or whatever.
Yeah, hole up. It's fine.
I'm just...
We're going to make suggestions to shit people can do and try to keep it light. And there's stuff. There's stuff to get your brain good.
And follow the data. Follow the numbers. Go to that Johns Hopkins page and follow the data, because that's really the only information that has any value right now to us, is knowing the number of cases and the number of deaths in your local area.
Right.
And then you can adjust your lifestyle according to those numbers. That's what I'd recommend.
Right.
So
yeah. Okay.
What do you got? You got some jokes?
No. I'm going to say the jokes for the end.
Okay.
But this could be funny to somebody. I don't know. It was just something I wrote yesterday that's almost already obsolete, but I'm going to go ahead and read it anyway because I feel like it's poignant.
That's a big word, man.
The government is talking about giving families $1,200 per adult and $600 per kid, unless your household income is over $75,000. And I think that changed yesterday to $75,000 per adult or something. I don't know. Then if you get less, if you go over that, they send you less, and it's pretty weird. Also, if you're already on low income, they were saying, or public assistance, they want to lower the amount to $600 a person for adults. And that seems like it would inevitably lead to some discontentment, maybe. Maybe at this point we should stop trying to divide people into classes for a little bit. Like moving forward, we could just have
Great
a little more
advice.
generosity. Everyone could benefit a little from some security right now. If you don't provide people with what they need, they're going to be forced to go out and take it. And we're all in this together, even though we're apart right now. So I thought that, I needed to get that out.
Yeah, that's interesting. And
But the numbers have all changed, so none of that is really all that accurate. But the message, stands true. So.
I think we all are. Everybody would agree that this is exposing the weaknesses in our country. The weaknesses meaning our class division, our fucked up healthcare system, our fucked up communication and infrastructure. Like, it's exposing how vulnerable and volatile it's been the whole time. Like, especially in the healthcare industry. Like, this seems like something that America, a great America, would be more prepared for than anyone else, right? The richest country in the world doesn't have a handle on this shit.
Well, maybe when people realize who we are, we'll pull ourselves together and work together better. It's just they forgot. They've been staring at their phones so long that they forgot, like, oh yeah, we're all here on this rock and stuck here, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the borders thing, right? They're closing the North and the Canadian and Mexican borders this weekend to just non-essential travel.
Which means inevitably all interstate thoroughfare eventually will probably be shut down for a while. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, that could happen too. I'm prepared for that to happen. I think right now it looks like that's a good plan to close
for
the borders
a minute.
For a minute. Yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing. I got to keep coming back to this because I'm reading social media, obviously, because I'm bored. All these conspiracy theories, and I can't stress this enough that this shit's global. Like, who are the winners in a pathogen pandemic? That's what, and I don't want vague answers. If you're going to message me about it, I want to know specifics. Who are the winners? Because I can't really see who that is. The most powerful, I'd say, entity on the earth are oil companies. That's where the majority of our wealth is. So oil's at an all-time low, and it's dropping daily.
So you can't blame them.
Or if you can, tell me how and tell me what I'm missing. I need information too. And like I said, I'll change my mind too. But I don't know. I just don't see who the winners are in a pandemic. What about you? Who's the winner?
I'm not buying into any of that.
So I got in
because it's so spun out. Like, there's no. Why would anyone want to benefit from something? Like, I don't know.
There's that too. Yeah.
It's so hard for me to take stock of something like that.
Right.
Personally.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have the mental capacity to think in that way. And if I do, I feel shitty. So whatever that's called, I don't know.
Right. Well, I don't know. There is shady shit that goes on in the world. I'm not trying to suggest that there isn't shady shit going on. I just don't think it's as complicated as people think it is. I think it's just as simple as let's be shady pieces of shit. And it's not like about a cabal in a pizza parlor or whatever. That's a thing, isn't it?
It's more concerning when you have, people still going to the beach for their spring breaks that refuse to, they're so stuck in this idea that they're young and healthy and everything's going to be okay, and they're not remembering everyone else. So I think
I actually have some thoughts on that.
it's getting through to people to make them feel that compassion towards others that they don't even know. You're so disconnected. How do you convince people to care?
I actually have some thoughts on that, and I wanted to talk about in this cast. I'm really glad you brought it up, which is all kids are irresponsible jerks.
For sure.
They are not to blame. The goddamn city should have closed the fucking beach. The parents are to blame, and the parents are the city who didn't close the fucking beach. When did we start blaming kids for that kind of shit? Like, kids being kids, they're irresponsible. Duh. That's why their fucking parents fucking regulate. And they didn't. The city didn't close the beach. The city's to blame 100%. I don't blame those kids for going to the beach.
Huh.
They're kids, man.
No, I understand.
And yeah, they're selfish, like you said, but all kids are. I was too. That could have been me. Like, I want to go to the beach, and all the beaches are closed. I don't have, 40 years of wisdom under my belt.
Sure.
Right? And
yeah.
I'm not looking at the world that way. Like, I don't know. I don't blame the kids. That's all I'm saying. They closed all the other beaches in the surrounding area, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was Clearwater, Florida, and they closed Miami and Fort Lauderdale.
There was a place in Texas that was open too, and some island somewhere that.
Now, an island.
And then
an island is actually
all the booze cruises that.
Couldn't you?
It's just crazy.
Couldn't you technically have an island right now where you get on the island, you get tested, right? And if you're like before you go and when you get there, and then you could have like a raging party or a concert because you're on an island and nobody has it.
Yeah, man.
Or
those tickets are going to be expensive.
Yeah, so
scalpers would be on that.
It'll be so fun, and you'll get fed those cheese sandwiches like at that fire festival. It'll kind of be like the fire festival.
No, that would be fun right now. I think people would enjoy that.
That was such a fuck. I forgot about that fucking Netflix.
So
the guy who wanted to suck dick for water or whatever.
Sure.
Is that what it was? Anyway, moving on. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I wanted to talk maybe a little about like things that we can be doing, if you're stuck in your house or in your yard or at home and you can't go very far. Like, what are some things you can do to entertain yourself and keep your mind clear? I started gardening. I mean, we put in our garden the other day, and that's kept me pretty busy.
That's what Liz is doing.
You want to start with stuff that can be like frost resistant, like kale and onions, and there's a few things. You can look all that up, but go out and dig a hole and fill it with compost and poop, and get your garden rolling. Well, that's poop, like steer manure or whatever, fertilizer. It's just I said poop because poop is so cool.
I was gonna say I have like a steady source of it because I have a cat.
Right. I don't think cat poop is good for gardens. It's got parasites in it or something that can get in your strawberries. In fact, your wife maybe even told me that a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, and when I said last time, and I'm sorry to interrupt, just really quick, it's not ticks that give cats worms. I was wrong. It's fleas, and fleas were what started the Black Plague. And it turns out that parasites are actually viruses. So I just learned all this in the last.
So no tick worms then?
There are no tick worms in Florida man's butt, like we were talking about. Yes.
Poor guy.
And there are ticks out too. He's got other stuff. Be careful when you're gardening because there's ticks. Liz had one on her yesterday.
Yeah, it's a mild spring, so it didn't freeze enough. So there's lots of ticks out there.
Oh yeah. Oh, you mean a mild winter is what you're
both.
Saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait, what? It's only been spring for 2 days, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Huh.
Yeah.
Felt like it was started a month ago.
Right. So I really want to go play music. I haven't played music with the West Goats since our last show. And I don't.
So how do you practice? You guys Skype on there and is there some way to do that where you can link all your shit together? And
we could. I think we could still practice at the underground and with the three of us. And none of us are
put hazmat suits on.
Right. I thought about that. None of us are at high risk. Like they live in Parkdale. You know what I mean? I haven't left the house. I mean, not saying we shouldn't be careful, but we're not really high risk for exposure. Like the way we probably could practice. Oh my God, I was just thinking I should do, oh man, I just changed my game up, bro. Check it out. Sancho brought a message from the fat man. Sorry, boy, to leave you high and dry. But I went to see my mom in Ensenada, and I left a little something to help the time go by. just a little something to help to keep you high. Bananas and blow. Bananas and blow. Stuck in my cabana, living on bananas and blow. Well, the rainy season reminds me of Maria. The way she danced, the color of her hair. But now I'm locked inside a stall in the cantina, eating the bananas and the cocaine off the mirror. Looking for a ticket to take me away from here. Bananas and blow. Bananas and blow. Stuck in my cabana, living on bananas and blow. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that's good. That was fun.
That was
I like that song.
Me too. And I was actually going to play a Buck 65 song. I'd been re-memorizing the lyrics all morning, and then when I picked the guitar up, I'm like, I'm on A minor. I'm going to do Bananas and Blow. That was fun. You got jokes now, right?
Yeah, I'll do some jokes.
Homie's got jokes, man.
Jokes for days. It's a funny world we're living in right now. Everybody needs some jokes.
And everybody's laughing because it's so funny.
So, yeah.
Oh, did we already thank Bobby Casey on here for that?
No, but it's amazing.
It's amazing, dude.
Amazing.
You are freaking awesome.
When you sent that to me, I said, "Oh shit!"
Holy
and
shit!
I sent it to another friend,
Yeah.
and all they said was, "Oh shit!"
And I saw that you added toilet paper roll to the Sasquatches. Yeah. It's so good, so good. Anyway, thank you, and we'll totally be using that. We don't know how long this is going to go on, so we'll just keep doing this, I don't know, every other day or something. Amy?
So, I would like to thank you all for coming out tonight to the Mike Tyson Experience. If you would all please turn your Bibles to page 420, you will find a special secret hidden chamber. Please remove your ceremonial dupes. If you look under your seats, you'll see you've all been provided with baby tigers. So now we're all going to get super high and play with our baby tigers. So you get a tiger, and you get a tiger.
Nice.
And you don't get a tiger, you get a pigeon, because you're not laughing.
You got a lot of Mike Tyson material, huh?
I just like that. It's like I could just do that all day.
Right, talking that voice.
So, another one. Here, you ready for more?
Oh, yeah.
I got a few. I'm going to keep rolling for a minute. I've always thought work parties were bullshit. You know what I mean? Anybody ever invite you to a work party?
Yeah, actually today, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It sucks. It's like they're like free hot dogs and beer, and you're like, that's not free. You're not paying me. So I think you might as well be like, I would like to provide you opportunity to perform civic duties for work party, comrade. We will provide you with borscht and vodka.
Comrade.
Yeah, no thanks, commie. I think you'd have a better luck having maybe a work rave. Or like try a work orgy. That'll get people to show up. It always works.
Every single time.
Welcome.
I've never missed a work orgy.
Put your keys in the bowl. Grab a shovel. And a hoe. So this is my impression of when Eddie Money met Paris Hilton. I got 2 ticks and a parasite. Syphilis and malaria. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, Eddie, that's pretty hot for a cold sore. And this is
That's an old joke, and it's still funny.
This is my impression of Bernie Sanders. How can you call it a Passover if the stone doesn't come out until Easter? That's actually for all my old Jewish fans. You're welcome, guys. I'm thinking about you, too.
Mel Brooks, he's stoked right now on that one.
Dude, for sure. That's really all I got for today.
No, that was really funny. That was
Trying
that
to
joke,
lighten the mood a little bit
yeah,
here.
that joke, that's hot for a cold sore, is still really funny. And you came up with that in like 2007, I think.
Oh, it's timeless.
Yeah,
Timeless.
it is timeless, like a fine wine.
Oh, it didn't start off with Eddie Money. Eddie Money was
Right,
its own
that was an
thing,
add-on.
and then they met.
Two ticks and a parasite. That's fucking also still funny.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I like those. Those are fun to do.
I don't understand the success of Eddie Money. And when I got older, I realized the power of marketing. And then a lot of shit became
Yeah,
clearer.
he's a strange looking guy, too. You ever watched any of those videos?
Oh, yeah, dude, of course. You sent me a video, the two ticks and a parasite video. Didn't you send it to me?
I don't know.
It was like a YouTube link like a year ago or something. I'm like, oh, God, what is it? And I clicked on it. It was that video, and I watched the whole thing.
Two Ticks and a Parasite. I made that up. That's
Two
mine.
Tickets to Paradise.
Oh, 2 Tickets to Paradise.
I'm saying the actual video for the actual
that's
song.
when
you sent it to me, and it was like, yeah. All right.
No, hey, that's mine.
All right, we're approaching our time. I hope everybody's doing well. Message us. Ask us questions if you want us to talk about something we're not talking about, or
Yeah, keep your chins up. Stay busy.
or talk
Stay
shit.
fit.
You can talk shit. You can tell us how stupid we are. We love that. Just anything. Communicate with us.
Yeah, let us know. Give us some advice. Let us know what you're doing to navigate this apocalypse with us. Like, you know.
And if you know us, contact us personally. We get you on the show via a phone call.
Yep.
Seriously, I have the shit here to do that. I've done it before. I can get pretty good audio.
We already have a guest lined up for next week to call in. And
Who?
You're welcome in advance. Our good buddy Ryan Rhodes.
Oh, yes. He's been on our podcast before.
Yeah.
Still the most listened to podcast we ever made to this day is the one with Rhodes in it.
Yeah, but that was like a disc golf podcast.
We didn't talk disc golf with him, though.
That's true.
Yeah, he dropped that joke of where you can't leave the window open. He's like, my girl says I can't jack off with a window open because he'll just produce kids.
Yeah,
Rhodes
the
has-
whole neighborhood will get pregnant or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Rhodes has like 40 kids right now with
Yeah.
like hundreds of women.
Totally.
In like
He doesn't even
hundreds
know.
of countries.
He doesn't even know. Every time he walks past a young kid, he's like, I don't maybe.
That's really funny. He's doing this, bro.
Yeah. Like, does that kid's eyes look familiar to you?
Oh, that was really good. All right. We're over and out from the beard bunker. Peace.